Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today our topic is of rocks and minerals. So as I told you in the previous video that we will be back with our second part of Inside the Matter. It's rock and minerals. So here's the part 2 of science chapter Inside Matter. So now let's study about it. Now rocks don't only mean the huge masses of stones. The small pieces of stones can also be considered as rocks only. Okay. Now the Earth's crust is made up of various types of rocks. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the crust is also called a rock. Rocks can be of different color, size, and texture. Okay. Now there are mainly measured three types of rocks: igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. Here you can see all the images for the rocks. Now the word origin means from where the word came. So the igneous rock word came from the Latin word ignis meaning fire. Sedimentary rock, the Latin word sedimentum meaning settled down, means from where sedimentary word came, sedimentum, which means settle down. Metamorphic word came from a Greek word metamorphos, and its meaning is change of form. Now first we'll study about the igneous rock. Now igneous rock is the Latin word. It came from Latin word which means fire. We studied it. When the molten magma cools, it becomes and solid. Rocks which are formed by this way is called an igneous rock. They are called primary rocks. It's also called as primary rock. Now, igneous rock is also classified into two parts: in intrusive rock and extrusive rock. Now, the extrusive first we'll study. Now, the lava is actually fairly red molten. Now, magma coming out from the interior of the earth on its surface. When this molten lava comes on the Earth's surface, it rapidly cools down and becomes solid. So the rocks formed in such a way on the crust are called extrusive igneous rock. They have a very fine grained structure. For example, a basalt, the Deccan Plateau is made up of a basalt rocks, or not of basalt rocks only. Now, guys, here's a volcano. Okay, the magma, the lava came out, erupted out. Hana. So, as the lava came out, so it came into touch with the wind. Okay, here's our wind. Okay, now please consider it as a wind. Now the wind came into contact with the lava, so the lava cooled down on the surface of the earth. Here's our earth. So it cooled down here. So the rocks made in such way, are known as the extrusive igneous rocks. Okay. Now here intrusive igneous rocks. Sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside the Earth's crust. Solid rocks so formed are called intrusive igneous rocks. Since they cool down slowly, they form large grains. Granite is an example of such a rock. Grinding stones used to prepare paste, powder, and spices and grains are made of granite. Now, as we all know that granite is the strongest, hardest rock. So, the granite is an example of intrusive igneous rock. The rocks formed by the igneous rock are bigger as compared to the extrusive igneous rocks. Okay, and how they are made? Like our extrusive one is made by the settlement of the lava, cooling of lava on the Earth's crust. And the intrusive one, like this, are Earth. Here, inside our Earth, somewhere deep inside Earth, the rock is formed. So such kinds of rock means that rocks kind of granite is the example of intrusive igneous rock. Now here is a diagram which by which we can understand. You can see here, here is a volcano. The magma erupts from here like this. Now here is a wind. It came into touch with the lava. So the lava settled here like this. Now by this thing, the extrusive igneous rock is formed. And the intrusive one is here. This one. Here inside there's a magma chamber, means the magma, the lava. Up it cool down somewhere. It cools very slowly, okay, because inside the earth the temperature is very hot. So just till here only. Now sedimentary rocks. Sediments and sedimentary rock are the same in such way. Because sedimentary rocks are formed by the sediments only, okay. Rocks roll down and crack and heat each other. Now it means that there are two mountains, like you can see here one mountain and here's one mountain. Now there are the natural agents. If you know what's a natural agent, so it means that wind, water, and all. Okay, so with the help of natural agents, the mountain, some part gone out. They formed rocks. The rocks it came down. Both the rocks, they came here, crashed, and formed small sediments. And when now there are different types of mountain, different types of rock, different types of mineral. So when this type of different minerals and rock settle, so the type of rock formed is known as a sedimentary rock. Okay, now these smaller particles are called the sediments. जो हमारे मतलब टूट के छोटे छोटे particles होते हैं उसके sediments बोलते हैं. These sediments are transported and deposited by wind, water, etc. Wind, water, etc. means the natural agents. These loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layer of rocks. Now sedimentary rocks are formed, so they are like this layer and all. Here you can see this in the image, layer are there. So this kind of layer are there in the sedimentary rocks. Now the image is taken from a closer one, so that's why it's looking the huge one. Okay, it's a small one only. Otherwise you can consider it as huge. Okay. Now again to the topic, back to the topic. So these types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Examples: sandstones. Sandstones, if you have heard, so the rock means the sandstone is formed with the process of sedimentary rocks. Like I told that on the cracking of two rocks form and sedimentary rock. So not only crack. Here the sedimentary rock is formed by sandstone is formed by grains of sand. This rock may also contain fossil of plant, animal, and other microorganisms that also once lived on them. Matlab, there is a sand of this way. Now, once there was a let's consider a mosquito. Okay, so here's the mosquito. He once lived here. He died here. More sand came here. He just buried inside it. Now, slowly, steadily, a rock formed because of this one. Let's consider this only that rock. Okay, and here's a mosquito inside. His fossil came here. So, just this thing only that sometimes the rocks are containing fossil, microorganisms, and all. Now, the last but not the least, metamorphic rock. Metamorphism is the process that takes place when the heat and pressure deep in the Earth's crust cause rocks to change their original mineral compositions and textures. Um, in like the yeah, we have studied the igneous rock and the sedimentary rock. Okay, here's S denotes sedimentary and I denotes igneous. Okay, now these two rocks was treated with a high pressure. Okay, so they combined together. Now, for just a knowledge, the igneous rock is containing a crystal type. Okay, crystalline means it has a crystal on its surface, and the sedimentary rocks has layers. So it means crystal and layer. So when both are added, it makes a metamorphic rock. So in the metamorphic rock, there's a like here's the crystals type shape, and here's the layers type. Okay. Now, when such kinds of rocks are formed, is known as a metamorphic rock. Okay. Now, important fact. Yeah, before the important fact, I want to tell you that because of igneous and sedimentary rock as a metamorphic rock is forming, so the both rocks can be classified as a parental rock for the metamorphic rock. Okay, now important fact is that igneous rock and sedimentary rock can change into metamorphic rock under the great heat and pressure. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. Okay, here is the example of a metamorphic rock. Means a sedimentary rock turned into a metamorphic rock. So it's shaping something like this you can see here. Okay guys, now just a small part that uses of rocks. So where are the rocks used? The hard rocks are used for making roads, houses and buildings. Stones are used in many games. For example, seven stones, Pittu, which was known as Pittu, hopscotch, tapu, kit, it was known. Five stones, gitti, it was known. Rocks are used in making monuments. Example, Red Fort, Taj Mahal, exactly, etc. Now, there could be a question in your mind that the Taj Mahal is made of the marble. Then how the rocks? So marble is also a rock. Okay. And Red Fort is also made of rocks. So both those are made up of rock and there are many more monuments which are made from the rocks. So thank you for watching guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share my channel, press the bell icon, and yeah, there's a part 3 also for this. Don't forget to watch it. Thank you guys.